Here we are in sunny Costa Maya, Mexico, walking down the end of the pier. And this is what it's going to look like before you get into the actual port area. Now there were 4 ships in port today, so this is maximum for this port. And a lot of times they won't even schedule 2 of the larger ships to be here at the same time, because you'll see how it is right now with just these 4 ships here, and only one of them is a larger ship. Now, just like a lot of the cruise ports, you're going to walk through a duty-free shop before you get into the actual port section. And here in Costa Maya, they've got a lot of different entertainers, and this is where you'll meet the people for your shore excursions if you have something booked, or you'd like to book something while you're here. And again, as I mentioned before, this is pretty busy for this port, so don't let this discourage you to coming to Costa Maya. There's just an abnormal amount of people here today. And here we are, about to head into the duty-free shop. We'll see you on the other side. Alright, this is coming out the other side of the duty-free shop. And you've always got your jewelers and stuff right here at the main entrance. Then you'll find some informational places. And something nice about Costa Maya, as you'll see coming up here in a little bit, is that they do have a free pool area that you can use as well. And as we look up to that pole there, you see the thing spinning around on top. This is a tradition that they do, and we're only going to see the first part of it right now, but they climb up this pole and spin around as the rope spins around the top. And then on the way down, they hang upside down, spinning around this pole all the way until they get to the bottom while they're playing a song. So everybody you see gathered around here looking up is watching that show right now. And now that we went under the bridge, we're going to get into more of the retail section of this port. You have a bunch of shops with a bunch of little knickknacks. And again, jewelry, clothing. There's a cigar shop on the other side. And as I mentioned, this port does have a free pool to use as well, which we just took a look at briefly over there on the left-hand side. But it was kind of behind the buildings at that point. We'll get a better view of it after we get past these buildings up here on the left. At this port, there's a lot of stuff you can do right at the port area as well. There's a bird sanctuary. They have a swimming with the dolphins excursion right here at the port. And again, as well as a lot of shopping, restaurants, bars, as mentioned before. And you see the pool coming up here in front of us. And they will have a DJ and some dancers and stuff throughout the day. Now, unlike Amber Cove, if you've been there, this one is a saltwater pool, and they do have sand all around it. So you will get a little bit sandy and stuff in this pool area. Bunch of lounge chairs also all around the pool. If you plan on using a lounge chair while you're at this port, make sure to get there early because they will be taken pretty quickly. And as I was mentioning before, there are a lot of shops here too. The shops are basically wrap all the way around the outside of this port. This is one of the ports also where if you plan on doing some shopping, a lot of the vendors will negotiate with you for lower prices. So don't be afraid to walk away or just say no to the price and offer something a little bit less. As we come up to this area here where everybody's standing around, you will see some flamingos inside that roped area. And you'll see them a little bit better as we get further around here. Give you more of a bird's eye view. The flamingos seem like they're pretty friendly, but again, remember, they have animal instincts, so I wouldn't go leaning over that fence there too much. And if you look up, you see people walking across the bridge. That's in the bird sanctuary area, and it does go throughout a lot of this side of this port. So if you're looking up and you see bridges, that's all part of the bird tour. And in front of us here is one of the bars, restaurants, and you do have one on each side of this pool here. We'll go take a quick walk through it, and there's some more shops on the other side. A lot of the restaurants in the islands here are all open air seating. It can get warm down here in Costa Maya and very humid, so the open air seating is definitely a plus rather than have to run air conditioning constantly all day. In this area here you see is where I mentioned that they have the swimming with the dolphins excursion and part of that whole bird sanctuary tour going on to the island over there. And I'll look from the other end of the pool and into the other bar restaurant area. Remember, if you want to get to this port here in Costa Maya, if you're coming by cruise ship, I have got the best prices on all cruise lines. Give me a call, 980-224-2207 at Vacation Spot Travel. Around this side again, we've got some more vendors. You've got your fish pedicure spa. And this side here will wrap right back around to about where the port started. So this port is just a big circle. If you go around the outside, you'll end right back up where you started. And it's nice over at this area because you're all filtered in through the beginning and everybody goes the same way. Once you get back here, there's hardly anybody in this area, and you've got a little bit of shade too. And that about does it for the Costa Maya cruise port. Remember, if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to see other news about cruising with ship tours, cabin tours, and some ports like this video. And as always, happy cruising.